Greetings and salutations, everyone. Happy birthday to me. Greetings. This is Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles 2, and interesting things have happened of late. Coming at you raw, it's time for your afternoon lot fix of Landseal news. Today, we're aiming high, investigating the appeal of Archduchess Cordelia. For starters, I hit the campus for some cadet impressions. Let's hear what the buzz on campus was. Okay, Her confession was a shock, but she's honest. That earns her my mark. I heard that from a lot of you dudes. Here are a few more reactions. Gosh, she's a darkson, but I guess she's not bad. She's only gotten finer since her coronation. I think I'm in love. Cordelia? Right, I know her. She's the famous one. So yeah, there were a few colourful contributions. The last one was you, wasn't it, Yvonne?
Yo!
Hey, wow, how'd you know? I'm impressed, man.
Honestly.
If I were you, I'd be depressed. Alright, so elephant in the room addressed right now. We have the option to do Sigrid's classmate mission. For reasons we'll get into later, I don't want to do it, but I'm willing to at least unlock it, so it gets off the screen. Oh, mouse. Yvonne, we're deploying! Emergency orders! The rebels are marching toward a farm town in the south. Dragging civilians into their things again? The town may be rural, but it's at the crossing of a number of major roads. They probably hope to solidify their grasp on the south by taking it. Judging from the location, I'd guess it's Squad 9. You know them, Sigrid? Yes, they're the vanguard unit for all acquisitions in the south. They're also my old unit. They pack a lot of punch up front, but they don't have much lasting power. Don't be hasty with them, just focus on defense and you'll outlast them. Seriously?
Huh?
You're going to take his word as gospel hardens? These are his old pals, could be handing us to him on a platter. A couple of easy lies here and it would all be history. It's true that I betrayed my allegiance to them. I understand your doubts. But I'm not lying. That I ask you to believe. I believe you, man.
What?
But what if he's lying? What do you plan to do about it then? We'll be... What kind of commander doesn't trust his own men? I trust you all, period. Thank you, Yvonne. And you know you've got me in your corner. Now let's get ready to move out.
I'll do it!
Yeah, right. Let's roll, guys. So yeah, the first reason we don't want to do this, and I'll just open it up right now to show it. Yvonne, Bryna, Sigrid only. So at the moment, Yvonne is a Lancer, which means that we really don't have any good battle control for this mission. There is something else that makes me want to postpone doing that mission for now. But as it is, we actually don't have any new missions to show off. But we're also almost to the point of the game where we can start getting tier 3 units, and we still don't have the rotten... We still have most of our people as unpromoted. Like, we've only got one sniper, only one anthem core. We need to do a lot of work, and I don't feel like the LP would be that nice if I were to show all of that, so, But what we can do... Okay. Today, I'm going to go back and show off this mountain stronghold mission, so excuse me while I mod the vehicle, but, if we don't unlock any new classes from this, I'm actually going to start doing off-screen grinding while still showing any of the skits that unlock from it. I'll also show the rewards that I'm getting for each for each mission, just to so you can keep up with who's ready to promote and also show off who's promoted. Actually, the utility APC is pretty decent for this one. Use... Marion, Renee, and... I guess we can leave Zeri in defense there. Wait, no, not Renee. Avan, because we do need him on the field for the extra CP. The shock troopers and lancers in this game are actually really solid. Nahum is probably the worst. Nahum is probably the worst shock trooper, and Renee is probably the worst lancer. But even then, it's just personal taste. They're all extremely solid.
Let's show them what we got, guys!
Meanwhile, you've got units like Magari and Chloe, who are without a doubt absolutely awful for. Okay, it is Chloe's fault that she's moody, but it's not really Magari's fault that the game decided not to give them
Right.
to give them such poor potentials.
Come out, wherever you are!
Now the thing is, this is snow, so we have a movement speed, we have a movement penalty on our heavy units.
I'm rolling out.
But we can also take shortcuts.
Enemy silent.
Yes! Now we can push forward!
Taking action now. Prepare yourself. Thank goodness.
One danger is, I do hear a V2 unit on this map. There will be V2 units.
Camp occupied. I'd expect no less.
Okay, let's go!
We might actually be able to win this!
So, I see one Lancer and two Shock Troopers.
Roger. There you are.
We've been hit!
There you are.
Funnily enough, Helmet actually has an ability that might kick in when attacking Lancers. It increases his damage. Specifically, his quote is, "The tank is the squad's heart. Hands off." And interestingly, I think you get one of these for every class, except for the engineer. Presumably because that's the one class where you really wouldn't need it.
Onward! Ah, just as it should be. Behold! Upstart, my army is invincible!
So someone is guarding that camp, but we should be fine. The Lancers might hurt a little bit, but it won't be the end of the world. You might capture the camp, but because Ivan is crouching, it won't be easy for them to really hurt us. Oh wait, that camp actually connects to the caves. Whoops. That would explain how we knew everyone was there, at least. I guess when you get down to it, there aren't any absolutely poor armored techs either. At least mechanically. In terms of personality, there are definitely ones I could do without.
My pleasure, sir. I'm bursting with verve.
Now here's the question, what are we going to find around the
Excited.
corner?
Prepare yourself. A clean hit.
Better than anticipated. Keep moving.
I don't want to pull Zeri back.
Sally forth, men! I hope you've made your peace.
All units, into position. Just forget it! That camp's lost!
Bow to me! Upstartish plebe!
Impressive work.
I need to... Hey... Plot.
Sure, dude.
We need to get her thing sometime or another. We're going to use her to look about a little bit. Hopefully she won't get shot at by a V2 unit waiting around the corner.
Full throttle.
Speaking of which... I don't know whether this is going to work or not, but I'm willing to try it anyway.
I did it again. My pleasure, sir. I'm bursting with verve. Enemy sighted. Prepare yourself.
So keep in mind that she has a defense up from that buff from Cosette.
My pleasure, sir. Prepare yourself. Thank goodness.
We're losing ground! Send backup!
Taking action now.
She has no grenades left.
A clean
It would have
hit.
been nice if we could circle around this guy. I don't trust her to have enough AP to do the job, so we're going to retreat and make another play later. We're going to lose a lot of ground this turn, but that is ground we can make up later. That was their only move. Great job. I need to assign Alexis's hidden potential later.
I'm moving out! Yay! Here I go!
Time to begin. I think I found my muse. The final stroke!
That's a relief. Now, advance!
Roger. I don't miss. Good.
The enemy's taking casualties! Don't let them escape!
Remobilize a van to here to take out the supply vehicle, which will greatly help us with dealing with those V2s that'll be on this map as well.
All right.
Target silenced.
Now, I need to think about what I need. There is a supply vehicle there. It's a long trip.
Leave it to me! Nothing like the ground under your feet.
I picked someone with enough defense and firepower to take out the tank, but also having better mobility.
Piece of cake!
That's the stuff! Keep pushing them back!
Leave it to me! Enemy spotted! Leave it
Ah,
to
dang
me.
it.
I'll take you out! Piece of cake!
Ah, double dang it. I was hoping I'd have just enough AP to get to the camp, take it, and then retreat. He should be fine.
Chew on this!
You can tell that going back to old missions, there's a very equipment is what really powers you up in this game, not so much levels. Oh, equipment and promotions, let's be fair.
Leave it to me!
Camp occupation confirmed. Keep it up.
I'm rolling out.
And that gives us a heads up on exactly how much unpleasantry we can expect in the near future.
Enemy silent!
Phew, that's a relief.
Here I go! Are you watching, Daddy?
Moving out!
Well, this explains why they didn't try to capture the camp, because it was blocked off by this AT bunker.
Alright!
Respond! Hey, what happened?
Doesn't really excuse the poor behavior on the other bases, though.
Right, let's
let's get her done! Go down! Down you go!
Medic! Medic!
And here's the problem. I want to get engineer promotions, but there's nothing that I could safely have them do in this map. At the very least I could try and get helmet something.
I'll show you what a man of the Empire can do. I don't miss. Immediately, sir.
Understood. I'm on my way.
On your mark, Heinz.
I like the little comments they have if someone on their likes list gives a support attack. Ooh, bad luck for you.
Right, let's get her done!
Kill him.
Alright, kids, follow me! I see you there! Go down! Enemy silent!
Didn't think they'd have anyone like that.
Now, question, do we have enough AP to get to the base?
Engaging the enemy. Awaiting orders.
Well, we have enough to give this guy something to think about.
Underway. You're in the way.
Well, V2 units can't evade
Destroyed.
physically to dodge your attacks outright. If they raise the shield, it gives them a very nasty defense buff, so it's not a nice thing.
An attack! Where are they?
Anyway, we still have turns to burn, so I can give the capture to Heinz. I need other Anthem core units. There's just no reasoning about it.
Yes! We took their base camp!
B rank isn't bad. We got the wrench head, the part plans, Ragnite, copper, Ragnite, rubber. Heinz got a certificate. Our top performers unfortunately are already promoted, so the extra certificates for them aren't that helpful.
To begin, here is today's news.
if I may.
Good morning, brother. Will you be joining in the hunt? A rare breed of fox has been sighted in the Cloden Wildwood. A fox hunt, eh? You always were an apt tracker. Something's tickled you? Oh, just remembering. Father said you couldn't keep the fox you found in the wood as a pet. You threw a whirlwind of a tantrum. Father and I were beside ourselves. That was a long time ago. Perhaps, but I see little change in that stubborn fire, Audrey. Will you be joining the hunt or won't you? I would love to. I thought I had actually missed my opportunity to get that specific special event, but I guess not.
Hey!
Bad news, you two. The rebels are attacking a village up in the Diebal Mountains. If it's in the mountains, probably means it's a Darkson settlement. Squad B is already there, but they're being pushed back and need support. Now the orders come to us. We need to hurry to the briefing room.
I'll do it!
Okay, Zeri Helmet, I want you coming with.
What?
Avan, what are you thinking? He's from the Empire, the ones that started the Darkson hunts. There's no way he's going to risk his life to stop them now. Understood. Let's make haste. What? There's the bell, guys. We can talk on the way. For now, get ready to go. You just don't get it, Avan. You have no idea how many Darksons suffered and died because of them. Well, at least we'll have something to show off next time. Double checking on the trail grounds. It would be nice if we could do something with Raymond. I just keep forgetting to have him in the party. Hines! Oh boy, this is very ironic. I was talking about how much I wanted another Anthem core, and he clearly heard me. The thing keeping Mishlet from joining in is lack of certificate, so I might want to think about bringing her into future missions. And tell you what, to end out the episode I'll do something that I've still been meaning to do a lot of, and that's to analyze characters that I haven't analyzed as of yet, so let me find where I've got the wiki open. Let's start at the top. Nicole Martin, I'm pretty sure I haven't shown... hang on. That's his sister. Well, we can talk about her too. Her battle potentials. In Shock Trooper she gets ammo refill. There was actually an episode where this was on full display. Ironically hers. As a Trooper veteran, she gets advanced attack, raise various abilities. As a Trooper elite, she gets max versus personnel, so she is the Shock Trooper equivalent of, Noelle. All the time, she just gets a bonus to attack power on infantry. As a commando, she gets perfect dodge, always evade enemy counterattacks. I'm not 100% sure on how this works, whether it means that just by starting her turn she's guaranteed to get an evasion against the enemy, or if this is an ability that kicks in when the enemy gets to counterattack and she'll always dodge, or if this is a potential that needs to that has a chance of activation but guarantees a dodge. It's something I haven't really experimented with. As a gunner, she gets cover stance, raising defense. As a Gunner Elite, she gets Super Exploit, raised chance to inflict status ailments. And as a Heavy Gunner, she gets Super Evasion, raised evasive skill, which seems not as useful when she can also have Perfect Dodge. I would say that because she had... Either you take advantage of her ammo refill and put her in Trooper Elite, so she can have the chance of refreshing her 3 grenade stock, alongside the bonus damage. Alternatively, you could take Max vs. Personnel into one of the Gunner branches, because then it makes her bullets... It makes her excel at cutting down people even when it hit. The weakness of Gunner is one that we saw today. It's that because they fire in an arc, they might not get to finish off people. Max vs. Personnel lowers those chances a lot because it gives her the damage bonus at all times. But either way, Franca is a very solid shock trooper. I need to mute Discord as well. So, we haven't discussed Nickel, I'm pretty sure. As a scout, he gets full HP recover, restores HP to full, so it's a renamed Mysterious Body. Or rather, Mysterious Body is a renamed full HP recovery. As a scout veteran, he gets range extension, raise effective range of an attack. This doesn't sound that good because you normally only stop to attack at specific point when you're sure that you're in range, and this throws off that muscle memory. But it also works on grenades, so it does have uses. Scout Elite gives concentration. Focus all shots on a single point when attacking. So every attack is going to be dead on aim. As a Heavy Scout, he gets anti-intercept. Half the damage taken from enemy interception fire. As a Sniper, he gets Super Accuracy, raising firing accuracy. As a Sniper Elite, he gets Eagle Eye, raising the zoom-in capability. And finally, as AT Sniper, he gets the ammo refill, very handy for snipers. Unfortunately, this kind of means that he has... So, concentration is a fantastic potential to take into Sniper Elite. But so is ammo refill, so no matter which way you go, he's going to be missing out on something there. Meanwhile, if you go AT Sniper is where he gets the ammo refill, but I don't think it needs concentration that much. Range extension has quite a bit of use if you put him into Heavy Scout. But then that's also something you want to get concentration for, so Nickel has the problem of having too many good potentials on the wrong classes. That said, he's still a very great sniper. Basically, because of that story, I like putting him in Sniper, and he definitely has business being in Sniper. He misses out on some really good stuff. With some really good combinations. Now then, who's next? Who else have we gotten maxed on? Chloe. So, we've already been over how Moody makes her pretty low tier as a unit, but let's at least look at her potentials and talk about them. As a scout, she gets Clear Thought, raising resistance to status ailments during interception fire. As a sniper, she gets Super Accuracy, raising firing accuracy. Sniper Elite gives her Eagle Eye, we've already been over that. But I should point out that the built-in potential that can't be taken out of Sniper Elite is Extra Shot. She doesn't get ammo refill, so if you do absolutely have to make her a sniper, then she'll probably have to be a Sniper Elite. As an AT Sniper, she gets Total Defense, raising defense and resistance to status ailments. But as a Sniper, she probably doesn't want to do that. As a Scout Veteran, she gets range extension. Again, this is something that it's not as useful as it seems, unfortunately, because you get used to specific ranges on her attacks, and if you're trying to attack her from further away as a scout, then you've got the problem with accuracy. Whereas if you're trying to attack from far away, very little is ever going to have the range drop-off problem as a sniper. As a scout elite, she gets cover stance, raising defense, and as a heavy scout, she gets unevadable shot. Attacks cannot be evaded. So, if you can get over the fact that she sometimes just doesn't attack at all, you've got a few potential branches to send her into. Sniper elite with unevadable shot, that has potential. Heavy scout with range extension, that also has potential. You could also make her a heavy scout with total defense, or you could give her total defense as a scout elite, because as you can see, hang on, that's a bit different than I thought, but yeah, she can become a very defensive scout for checking out places and not having to worry too much about interception fire. You could make her a high accuracy or high power heavy scout. Or if you really don't care about the problems that Moody causes, you can make her a sniper elite with the unevadable shot. So she does have potential, it's just that Moody is such a game-breakingly bad potential. Also need to point out that Creative Urge, their desire to see more of the things that interest them lets them move again. When her AP is emptied, she has a chance to fully restore her AP, so she has potential to be one of the furthest moving scouts in the game. The problem is that she isn't the only one. She isn't even the only one to have it baked into their personal potentials. Now, I believe that next up is Pete. Pete's battle potentials. As a shock trooper, he gets super versus personnel, raising attack power against infantry targets. As a trooper veteran, he gets an advanced attack, raising various abilities. As a trooper elite, he gets side defense, raising side defenses. It's a weird potential. I'm not sure whether I'd go out of my way for it, but it does help him with his defenses when he's outnumbered, such as his classmate mission. Commando gives him perfect dodge, we've already discussed this. As a gunner, he gets cover stance, raising his defenses. As a gunner elite, he gets range extension, raising firing range. And as a heavy gunner, he gets super evasion. As you can see, it raises his evasive skills. As you can see, there's not a lot of stuff that I would consider absolutely great on him. Although that said, perfect dodge isn't the worst potential on Commando that I see all the time. There's far less pleasant thing for me there. Basically, I'd say that he's a good defensive unit, so you can use him to be the first to charge into the fray and to break up the enemy lines a bit. Trooper Elite is probably his best pick because all of his defensive potentials actually work well with the locked potential here. Kamikaze, raising firing accuracy and evasive skills when HP drops below half, so when he's in trouble he can survive quite a lot of punishment. Although I suppose you could... It would be better to give him advanced attack or super versus personnel in here, but you could always make the argument that range extension with his grenades would be funny to use. I'd still rather go for actual power, attack power up potentials. We covered Franca. I want to say that we covered Marion, but just in case. Marion's battle potentials. She gets clear shot as a shock trooper, raises firing accuracy and attack power when no enemy soldiers are nearby. This isn't that good for a shock trooper. As a trooper veteran, she gets unevadable shot, attacks cannot be evaded, actually really cool. As a trooper elite, she gets double attack. So after making an attack, she can get to attack again without the enemy getting to counterattack. There's a very similar potential called double action, and which one is better depends on the situation at hand. Usually, as a shock trooper, she isn't going to give enemies the chance to attack again. But that just means you can use that turn for Ragnade. And if an enemy does survive, then she's able to hit them just as hard a second time. Commando gives her speed burst, raising movement speed. This is dangerous because suddenly she's moving at a speed you aren't ready for, and that means it's very easy to tread on a landmine. As a gunner, she gets prone attack, raises firing accuracy when crouching. As a gunner elite, she gets range extension, raises the effective range of an attack. And as a heavy gunner, she gets full HP recovery, fully restore HP after finishing an attack. Now here's the thing, range extension does actually pair well with clear shot. But then it means you aren't able to give her double attack. And you could always give her unevadable shot instead. Like I could see double attack and unevadable shot with the triple grenades being actually really handy. And now I need to draw attention to her weapons freak potential. Becomes excited when seeing enemy weapons, raising attack power against infantry and armored targets. So anywhere that clear shot doesn't work, weapons freak will. She gets an attack power bonus against enemy units, and clear shot means that she actually is getting an accuracy bonus when working from a distance, so Marion has quite a lot of potential. I like using her a lot. I'd say that double attack means that... Like, there's just so many potential builds for her, and you just can't go wrong with Marion. Now, who haven't we covered? I feel like Vario hasn't been covered. Alright, let's do it. As a Lancer, he gets Super versus Armor, raises attack power against armored targets. As a Mortarer, he gets Packed Charges. Explosions retain their force for a greater radius. This is handy for mortars because it means that indirect shots are still just as damaging and you can use it to clear out multiple enemies at once. As a heavy mortarer, he gets full HP recover, restoring HP to full. As a mobile mortarer, he gets speed burst, raising speed. I would say that pack charges plus heavy mortar would be the best way to go about it, because the thing about heavy mortars is that they have a wide area of effect. So retaining power across that massive area, very nice. As a Lancer veteran, he gets Tank Slayer, raising accuracy and attack power against armored targets when multiple tanks are nearby. Hard to arrange, but very potent when it does happen. As a mobile Lancer, he gets Diversion, the same thing that Renee had. And as a Lancer Elite, he gets Tank Destroyer. Attacks that hit a vehicle result in the same effect as hitting a weak point. So if you really want Diversion on a Lancer, it would probably be better to... If you want Diversion, then Vario probably would make the better Lancer to bring to the fight. But either way, because both of the people that have Diversion don't have ammo refill, I don't tend to use them a lot. I'm sure I've covered well. And I haven't covered any of the engineers. Alexis might be someone that I haven't covered. So let's finish off with her. As an armor tech we have seen before, Super Resist. Raises resistance to status ailments. As a tech veteran, we get Penetration. Attacks ignore defense when causing damage. As a tech elite, we get Advanced Attack. Raises various abilities. As the Spec Tech, we get Poison Resist. Become immune to status ailments. This isn't quite as good as it seems. There are certain ailments that bypass all forms of resistance, and I'm pretty sure this is one of them. But it's not the worst. And if it does come with extra shots, so you get an extra use of your grenade. But the real reason to use Alexis is as a fencer. As a fencer, we get Feint. Attacks cannot be evaded. As a fencer elite, we get Face to Face. Raise attack power against infantry targets when an enemy is nearby. As a Mauler, we get Point Blank. Raise attack power against armored targets when an enemy is nearby. Because Alexis's natural potential attached to her class is versus armor boost, she does slightly better as a Mauler, but let's just go over that again. The class based around killing infantry gains a bonus when moving close to infantry. The class that does well against tanks gains power moving on tanks. Plus we get the penetration skill for tanks, or we get Feint for infantry. No matter what fencer you end up with Alexis as, she's going to be fantastic at it. And no one else, so yeah, until next time guys, take care. We'll see you all around. Happy birthday to me.
Ah, Avon. How can I help you today?
Hey, Avon. How goes it today?
An ancient race said to have come from the north long ago. Thought to be merely a legend until recently, modern archaeology proved their existence conclusively. It is said that many of history's heroes have been descendants of the Valkyria. They can amplify the energy in Ragnite, causing their body to exude a blue light and allowing them to perform superhuman feats. Their bloodline survives to this day, with soldiers thought to be descendants cited in the 1935 conflict.